Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my channel where literature comes to life through the art of handwriting. Today we are discussing discourse analysis topic is vintage and CDA in detail. Whether you are a student preparing for exam or a literature lover, so this channel is specially for you. Let's start a topic vintage and CDA language and power. Tune A. Van Dijk is a prominent figure in the field of CDA, and his work focuses extensively on the relationship between language and power. Here are the key aspects of Van Dijk's concept of language and power. Key concepts in Van Dijk's theory: discourse and power. Van Dijk emphasizes that discourse is a key instrument of power. Those who control discourse can influence people's thoughts, opinions, and actions. Ideology and discourse. Ideologies are systems of ideas that represents the social interests of particular groups. Van Dijk explores how ideologies are expressed and reproduced through the discourse. Text and cognition. Van Dijk highlights the importance of context in understanding discourse. This includes the immediate linguistic context and the broader social, cultural, and political context. Critical discourse analysis. CDA is used to uncover the ways in which discourse serves to establish, sustain, and challenge power relations. Vintage CDA involves detailed analysis of text and talk, considering both micro level like syntax, semantics, and macro level like social practices, institutional settings, elements. Dimensions of Venn digits analysis. Textual analysis. This involves examining the structure and features of text, including vocabulary, grammar, and rhetorical devices. Second is discursive practices. This dimension focuses on the production and consumption of discourse. It examines who has access to certain discourses, who can speak, and who is marginalized. It also considers how texts are interpreted by different audiences. Third is social practices. This involves looking at how discourse is and is shaped by societal structures, institutional and power relations. Now we see the strategies of power in discourse. Van Dijk identifies several strategies through which power is exercised in discourse. First is legitimation, justifying and rationalizing social practices, institutions, or power relations as natural, norm, or beneficial. This can be achieved through appeals to authority, morality, rational, or necessity. Second is representation, how people, groups, and events are depicted in discourse. Dominant groups often represent themselves positively and others negatively, reinforcing social hierarchies. Denial and mitigation, downplaying or denying responsibility for negative actions or social problems. This can involve euphemism, passive construction, or shifting blame. Polarization, creating and emphasizing distinctions between us and them. This can involve constructing a positive self image and negative image of others. Examples of analysis: media discourse, political discourse, educational discourse. Importance and impact. Vintage's work on language and power is crucial for several reasons: awareness and empowerment, critical thinking, interdisciplinary influence. Short, Van Dijk's concept of language and power provides a comprehensive framework for understanding how discourse shapes and is shaped by power relations. His approach highlights the central role of language in the maintenance and challenge of societal structures and ideologies. So our topic is end. Hope so you like this topic or understand easily. Please give it a thumbs up and share it with others. Don't forget to subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any new videos update. See you in the next video.